Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Empower Multimedia. This is your host, Carl, and on this channel, we talk about basically entrepreneurship as a whole. I have my master's in entrepreneurship, and I am just trying to give as much value as possible to the audience. But we have some breaking news. It looks like President Trump has officially signed off on the COVID relief bill, according to this tweet, which is quite funny because he was just stating how the COVID relief bill is a mess. But he signed off on it, which is great for a lot of Americans. Now, a lot of the articles basically say similar things, and I'm just going to go over some of the quick things that I've noticed on here and some of the things that would be applicable and just some things to look forward in the future. So within this article, it basically mentioned how the bill is massive amounts of money, but it's basically going to help a lot of different industries and different scenarios. For example, unemployment is one of the big talking points in the bill, and currently people are receiving a couple $100s from unemployment, and the bill is supposed to help them continue receiving that and then some. I know in the past people were getting almost $1,000 a week in the past when COVID really just started off. And that ended recently, but now it looks like they're starting to extend that unemployment benefit again, which is really good for people that really need it. Now, in terms of just other industries that are going to be affected by this, I do know that in terms of just like airline workers, the industry in general is going to be affected by this because they're going to get some funding and it's going to help them in terms of like evictions. It's going to help prevent evictions. Maybe there even some more for forbearance on mortgages, things along those lines. COVID vaccinations. It's going to help people get that out there. So it goes into depth. It basically talks about some of the things along the articles, but up here just goes over some of the key points, and I'll just read them off to you. President Donald Trump signs a coronavirus relief and government funding package into law. He refused to approve the legislation for days after receiving it from Congress, blowing past the deadline to prevent an estimated 14 million people from temporarily losing unemployment benefits, which would not be good. Trump said the House and Senate will vote on increasing direct payments in the package to $2,000 though it is unclear if the GOP-held Senate will take up the measure, right? So this is kind of what we're going to talk about looking in the future. Right now it's $600, and I believe it did mention that families that have children could get some more money, which would be interesting. But now it seems like there's talks about it actually increasing to $2,000. I personally don't see that happening. There's just so much arguments and a lot of nothing going on, which is ultimately hurting the citizens that actually need the help. But I'm going to do my best to keep you all up to date with all the information, especially more of the business side to it. I do know part of the relief package is going to be just more PPP loans, things like that, to help small businesses, which is what I'm going to be primarily focusing on moving forward. Just anything related to entrepreneurship. But this is some great news, at least for now. Some temporary relief. The $600, I don't think that's really the selling point in the package for at least individuals. It's more so going to be the extended unemployment assistance, like the more money they're going to get, plus that $300. So I think that's going to be the calling card to it. But thank you for taking your time and listening to me speak about this. Hopefully you continue on this journey with us, and I'm going to be updating you as much as I can. This is Carl from Empower Multimedia. I'm signing out. Thank you.